I've been watching Andrew Wilson's show for the past 2 days, and I got to tell you, he has been saying some outrageous things. I'm going to walk you through that. Also, we want to take a look at Candace's show and the things that she talked about yesterday. And we're going to do a regular X update that we do and get you all caught up on that. I'm JP. This is Truth Probe. Welcome in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get right into it. Let's start with the X updates and get you caught up on that situation. Candace posted yesterday about the latest filing that's dropped, and it seems that people are using this filing, as we talked about a little bit yesterday. They're using this to show that the defense is not even fighting these charges, that they're just going with it, or they're not putting up a fight. And she's pointing out that the fact that Blake Neff posted about this filing. He said, Utah prosecutors have responded to Tyler Robinson's defense filing ahead of the final prelim hearing and confirms what observers pointed out about that filing. The defense is very conspicuously not contesting any of the core evidence showing Tyler Robinson committed the crimes. And then it goes into the details of that. And Candace writes, because it's literally not the stated purpose of a filing for dismissal. For example, I did not address, or as you would say, contest Brigitte Macron's claims. And she goes on to talk about that. She says, you keep relying on people being completely ignorant of how the court process works to lie to the public about what's happening. It's a good thing they listen to my podcast and not whatever it is you and Andrew think you do daily. So I can break down why it would be wholly inappropriate for them to contest anything other than the charges they are attempting to get immediately dismissed. In this case, charges 1, 6, and 7, before those arguments are decided by the court. So that's well said, and I think that that's pretty much how most rational people that are seeing this, that's how we think. And I think Blake is relying on everyone to either not know about these things or just not paying attention, maybe. She posted yesterday about what was coming up on her show, which we did see, and I'll just list them out. She's got 3 points here. She says, we continue our onslaught of releasing never-before-seen footage in the interest of transparency. And then number 2, as he gets community noted again for misrepresenting recent court filings, we have to ask, why does Blake Neff so badly need Tyler Robinson to be guilty? And then 3, she says, influencers attempt to link me to Hassan Piker via very obscure means. Let's discuss it. So that was in her show yesterday. I highly recommend that you watch it if you haven't. And that gets us caught up with Candace for yesterday. A couple more things that are going on. And next, Baron Coleman pointed out about this same filing. Blake Neff posted that, and then Baron Coleman writes, hi, my name is Blake Neff. I'm not only a shameless racist, I'm also good at playing stupid and acting like I don't understand the purpose of preliminary hearings and the standards judges must apply to the evidence. I post things like this because I think people are stupid. That's from Baron Coleman. And he's obviously being facetious there and talking about Blake Neff. Moving on, there is a new movie. I know you like these little clips that are done by Forbidden HQ, and they're just amazing. And I'll go ahead and play the latest one for you.
Everyone assumes a bullet travels from point A to point B.
Because it does.
That's a very three-dimensional way of looking at it. But what if the bullet doesn't travel across space? What if it travels through it?
Okay. But where's the bullet?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
It disappeared midair. Extremely common. Next time you hear my voice, I'll be on the other side of space.
What day?
Saturday.
Then you won't hear mine. It'll be Shabbat.
Mission log. Bullets disappear in midair more often than people realize. The question isn't whether it happens. The question is, where do they go? I'm here to find out. No. Don't go. Don't go! Andrew! Don't go to the debate! Rachel! Don't let me leave! Please! Don't let me leave, Rachel! You don't know the charges! Stay home! Rachel, stop me! No! Wait! Rachel, don't let me go, please! You're gonna say positive evidence 47 times! Don't go! Rachel. Please.
Enter Wilson. That's great. That's great. And yeah, so that gets us caught up on the X posts and what's been happening there. Let's take a look at what's been going on Andrew's show. And I had wanted to stop watching his show a few days ago. I thought, well, I'll just watch it for a day or two and get his reaction to the debate, which I did. But each day that I listen to little pieces of it, I keep hearing things that are just not true. And I have to point this out. And I want to start with the first thing that I noticed. I heard Andrew say that he never believed that Tyler acted alone. Now, wasn't this the whole idea of the debate, is that he was defending the state and the claims of the state? That he said that that was the whole thing, was that he acted alone, that it wasn't a conspiracy. And he said in his show yesterday that he did not believe, that it has never been his position that Tyler acted alone. So he's responding to a comment, and I'll play the whole thing for you so you can hear it.
Confident that Tyler acted alone as you are. I know you didn't like him much, but I really loved Charlie and want the truth. What do you say to those of us 80% in the middle? The same thing I said in the debate. Tim, first of all, I've never had the position that Robinson acted alone, ever. I just think it's most likely that if he had help, it came from the left-wingers who probably assisted radicalizing him in that Discord. I said that during the debate as well. Never been my position that he acted alone.
Heart be still. Oh my gosh. I cannot even believe what I just heard. It's never been his position that he acted alone. Well, no wonder he lost the debate. He was supposed to be debating that he did act alone. If he didn't act alone and there were other people involved, it would be a conspiracy by definition. I don't understand the logic anybody watching this show can come up with. How can they defend this? That is amazing to me. That is, to me, the headline of the day, is that Andrew does not think that Tyler acted alone, yet he paid $300,000 to Candace to debate just that and to defend that position. I would love to know what you guys think about this. I don't see how I can take this out of context. This to me is just, he's just, I think he's losing it. I really do. I think he might need professional help. There's a couple more things I would like to point out in this show from yesterday of his. And he talks about the text messages from Erica. And he says, he acknowledges the fact that Erica did say, Charlie never said that he was afraid for his life. He never texted anyone, and I have his cell phone. She said that on Glenn Beck. But afterwards, she kind of took it back. She said, after reviewing it again, that she found that there were some text messages on there that were on Telegram or some other platform. That's what he says. So let's take a listen to that.
Why should Erica give you a text to read that CK said to have sent after saying she had his phone and he was not texting people in fear for his life? You all act oblivious to lies like this. What Erica said was that when she went through and reviewed the text messages, she didn't see anything like that. And then she got to his Telegram. I believe it was Telegram. And then she found other messages.
Again, heart be still. When did she say this? His exact words. Erica said that when she went through and reviewed the text messages, she didn't see anything like that. And then she got to his Telegram. I believe it was Telegram. And then she found other messages. When did she say this? She didn't say this. Candace said one time that when she met with Erica in person, that Erica said something to that effect. But Erica never said this unless she said it to him directly. Did she say it to Andrew when he met her? And maybe he just slipped up right there? Because she's never claimed this in public. She's never made this clear. I'll let you take a listen to what she said originally. And this is all that she's ever said about this.
I would say if they're going to get me, they're going to get me. But he was not messaging people the day before saying, I'm going to be murdered. They're coming after me. Someone's going to kill me. He didn't say that. And I have his cell phone. Didn't say that. And so.
He didn't say that. And she has never changed publicly on this. If I'm wrong about that, please send me a comment. I've never heard it. And then I heard Andrew say this yesterday. I was listening this morning and I heard him say it. and about fell out of my chair. That was very eye-opening to me. Also, he said he started talking about the earpiece conspiracy that we've kind of been talking about for the past few days. And again, he's just being dishonest with his audience. He reads a comment, and I noticed that many of these comments are against him. They're all saying, well, what about the 80% of us that believe that there's something more going on here? Like this last person just said, or this next person is also going to say, and I'll let you listen to this.
PBD also didn't ensure she didn't have a person hidden in her house transmitting to her earpiece separately, because that's what happened.
Okay, that was the comment. And here's his answer.
I don't know.
That's all he says. He does know. He does know, unless he's buying into a conspiracy, and he's fueling it right now by saying, I don't know. He knows that they were all using the same earpiece and that they were all hearing the same messages. If not, they would have known. PBD confirmed it. If he thinks that there was something else going on there, then he's fueling a conspiracy because he has no evidence, no positive evidence. So again, very interesting. And let's continue with this, because I'm going to hold his feet to the fire on this Friday evidence thing. This is tomorrow. He's supposed to be coming out with, in his own word, tons of evidence. And I'm waiting for tons of evidence to come out on Friday. I'm skeptical. I don't think we're going to get even one single piece of evidence. And if he released the actual text message that he read during the debate, then I would be pretty satisfied with that. But I don't think he's even going to do that. It's going to be some sneaky thing about you got to pay for it, or you got to do this, or I let other people see it and they're going to vouch for me. We're not going to see it. Maybe we will, but this is why we're going to keep watching. And I would love to see it if there was new evidence. But the reason I'm so skeptical is because if they would have had the evidence earlier, they would have produced it. He definitely would have produced it during the debate. He tried to by reading that, but he didn't show it. And TPUSA has been fighting this battle for so long, they would have absolutely showed it before, and they never have. So this is why I'm very doubtful that he's going to show anything tomorrow. But it should be quite a circus, and I will be watching that episode. So, well, unless it's paid, and then I'll have to wait for it to come out later. But I wouldn't put anything past Andrew at this point. I think he's, as I said before, he will do anything for a buck. This is part of it. Let's listen to what he says about this evidence that's supposed to come out tomorrow. Tons of evidence, by the way.
Now, this Friday, I'm going to unveil tons of evidence. Stu Peters is done. His whole Fort Huachuca bullshit, I'm going to completely refute that.
He's going to completely refute it. Tons of evidence. And also, he goes on to say,
I have evidence that Candace Owens was trying to destroy TPUSA going all the way back to September.
He has evidence that Candace Owens was trying to destroy TPUSA going all the way back to September, the month where Charlie was taken out. Candace was trying to destroy TPUSA? No. Again, okay, provide it. If it exists, great. I haven't seen it, but I'd love to see something new if you have it, because I guarantee you anything that he produces, if we put it under scrutiny, it's going to be not what he says it is. It's going to be something different. We'll see. So those are big claims by Andrew, and we're going to be watching it very, very closely. Now, Candace had a great show yesterday, and she started out by telling us more about the Terrell Farnsworth situation and the SD cards, and she showed us more footage. Let's take a listen to that.
Anyway, yesterday I demonstrated to you all that Terrell Farnsworth, he lied to me. That's just a fact. He lied to me about not knowing how to send a clip. Crazy that he even said that. Also about a fear that Google was going to hack him, double lie. And I should also tell you that after I had that strange conversation with him and didn't feel good about it, we repeatedly expressed that to Andrew Colvett in the days that followed, because I trusted Andrew Colvett, crazy Candace at this time, and was kind of saying to him, I said to him explicitly, you guys should just release that back footage. I don't understand. Now that I've seen it and there's no gore, what is the issue with just releasing the back footage?
Exactly. That makes perfect sense. You cannot tell me that if you had evidence to clear your name of something that you wouldn't produce it. I just don't believe that, not for a second. Nobody's standing on principles here. These guys are grifting off of Charlie's name and have been doing it every day since he was taken out by going on that daily podcast that Charlie built and trying to act like it's the Charlie Kirk show. Those are the people that we're talking about. And let's look at the text message that Candace showed between her and Andrew that kind of goes into this a little bit deeper.
I said something that I can't get off my mind is, why was Terrell there hovering around Charlie? I've literally never done any campus event where Terrell is just hovering behind us like that. It's just so odd to me that he's there and constantly hovering. He came back and said, I have zero concern about Terrell. He's done that at a lot of events. Okay. And he usually starts the tour seasons to make sure they are well set up. Well, it seems to us that was new as we went back and looked at footage, certainly not on any tour I've been on. Said back to him, I don't get why not just release the footage then. It's just such a nonsense not to release the footage and clear your name. And he said, that's in the preview of law enforcement. He meant in the purview of law enforcement. Again, it's difficult for me to imagine accepting, if it was in the purview of law enforcement, accepting a scenario where I would not just release or at the very least attempt to leak footage that would clear my name.
Exactly. Again, it doesn't make any sense. Now, she went on to show never before seen footage, which she's been doing a lot of lately, and it's Terrell again with the SD cards, and it's what he did after he went around the corner. We saw what he did when he went around the tent yesterday, but then it kind of cut off. So she shows us what he did next. Let's watch.
Anyway, yesterday we showed you that Terrell pocketed that SD card. We were all wondering what he did with it, and he pocketed it before he began texting on his phone. His mannerisms are he's looking around, and then all of that within 4 minutes. He's taken that footage down, 4 to 5 minutes. He's around the bend, got it in his pocket, texting. Well, today we can share with you my very own October surprise. I call it an October surprise. If you're listening to this on audio, here is Terrell. He's bending down and he's opening his laptop, and he's certainly sticking something into his laptop as he turns on to his computer. He's reaching in his phone. He's texting with somebody. And yes, some people might be noting that Lane Schoenberger's on the side washing his hands. That makes sense. Don't think too hard about it. He did help carry Charlie into the car, so he's likely just getting blood off of his hands, as any person would after that. But you see Terrell, and again, he's texting. He picks up the laptop, and what happens thereafter is he sits facing the other direction and continues onto his laptop, doing what I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think?
What do you guys think? I think that we're going to see more, because according to how this is going so far, we're getting these clips of what he did next and what he did next and what he did next. So if you saw there, he closed the laptop, put his phone in his pocket, got up and walked away. So probably the next time she releases some video, it'll be of what he did after that. And each time that this happens, we can take a close look at this and at the video and see what we can see. And that's how this whole investigation has been going, and trying to put the pieces together. That's what it's all about. So that's what she's doing, and she's doing a good job of it. She also talked about how this myth about the parents turning in Tyler Robinson, this is just a myth. The parents never turned in Tyler. It was Mike Mitchell that brought them the video or a picture and showed the parents, and maybe the parents said something like, it's possible that might be him, and he took that as it's them. They confirmed it, and then he went back, and that's how this whole thing was born. Let's listen to what Candace has to say about it.
And this early narrative that Tyler Robinson's parents turned him in, that Tyler Robinson's parents thought he was guilty. They have not produced any proof of that. And I made a great effort to explain to Andrew Wilson where he got that from, how at that stage the reliable hearsay was being allowed as they wrote up the charging document, but we cannot tell from the charging document, which seems to be the basis for all of those rumors, whether or not they heard that from Mike Mitchell. It was not true that Matt Robinson did not think his son was guilty, that Mike Mitchell was the person who quarterbacked a lot of this, and that things were being intentionally misrepresented in the media. Well, yeah, this person pointing to me on X, that actually Trump told the truth. Trump went on Fox and Friends in the immediate aftermath of Tyler Robinson being arrested and explained to the public exactly what we have been saying, that Mike Mitchell was the one who thought that he recognized Tyler Robinson from the stairwell photo. And then, as we said, he is the one that then contacted the parents. And who knows what happened thereafter. Maybe he then says he showed the mom. and said, don't you think it kind of looks like him? And the mom said yes. And then when he later on wrote his statement, he was like, I showed this to Amber Robinson, and she said that it could be him or something. And that's what they then used in their filing when they went and the charging document, rather, which was signed off by Brian Davis. But I do want to show you. I want to show you on Rewind what Trump said. Take a listen.
Somebody this close recognizes even a little tilt of the head, which nobody else would do. And somebody that was very close to him said, that's him. And essentially went to the father, and went to a U.S. Marshal, who was fantastic, by the way. And the person was involved with law enforcement, but was a person of faith, a minister.
He's describing Mike Mitchell. Mike Mitchell is not just his Boy Scout leader. He's not just the former police officer, undercover police officer, but he is also a minister at the Mormon Church. It was him that recognized Tyler Robinson and got the ball rolling, which I have been saying from the beginning. And they just keep coming out with a narrative and saying, oh, that's not true. It's just like, oh, yeah, it's the mom, it's the dad. And I'm going, if mom and dad turned him in, why didn't they just sign a statement? Why wouldn't they present this at the preliminary hearing?
Why wouldn't they present this at the preliminary hearing? That is the question right there. So I know that clip is a little long, but it's very important what was going on there. This myth has been circulating everywhere since this happened, and it's just not true. So we want to try to get to the truth. That's why this is Truth Probe. That's what we're doing. We're probing for the truth, and I'm hoping that we're going to get close to it here. Let me know what you guys think about all this. This is a lot to take in, but we are going to be watching Andrew closely tomorrow. And if I can, if I'm not paying for it, but if I can watch it and report on it, then I will, and we'll kind of see where that goes. But let me know your thoughts. Like and subscribe if you like what you see, and subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber already. And I appreciate everyone watching today. If you want to get a hold of me on X, it's JP Truth Probe, or email me at jptruthprobe@gmail.com. Stay clean, stay safe, stay sober, and I'll see you in the next video.